Welcome to whatever we want to talk about.
3WTA.
I'm Zim.
I'm Bard.
And I'm Major Mallow.
He's Major Mallow.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do a vote. Who hated this anime?
I
I'm
didn't hate
raising
it.
my hand.
What is this anime?
What is it? Like 3 bitches and a broom?
Three bitches in the broom. What was the anime called, Zim?
The anime that we watched this week is actually there are 2 OVAs called Little Witch Academia.
And what's the second OVA called?
I didn't pay attention to the title of it. It's still just Little Witch Academia, something
I'm
or
not
other.
even gonna lie.
Something parade.
I didn't even bother watching the second OVA because I couldn't stand watching halfway through the first one.
Let's see. The second one's called Little Witch Academia: The Enchanted Parade.
I will say, I think there was a girl named Diana, right?
Yeah, what about her?
I like her white hair. She looked pretty hot.
She had white hair and blonde hair or something.
Yeah. That was the only redeeming factor of this whole entire anime.
I gotta say too, I only watched the first one, and I only got halfway through the second one, and it's not because I didn't like anything. It was just because I totally forgot about it, and I was just watching other things and working full time too. So that also drags it down. I haven't yet to figure out how to properly waste time by watching certain things I don't feel like watching.
Well, when you talk about wasting time, I definitely felt like I wasted a bunch of time watching this 26.
Well, you feel so adamant about this. Like, hey, break it down. Let us know how you feel about it.
Well, dude, I felt this was like Harry Potter light.
Harry Potter Light.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, since we are reviewing this 2018, this the first OVA came out. That's 5 years ago. So I feel for something that like if I was watching anime that came out 5 years ago. Sure, there was things like I think that's maybe like around the time One Punch Man was just branching out. This is when Attack on Titan was coming out, but those were like exceptions to the rules. I think overall, what was out there, this would still be in the top. Now, I'm not saying it's a great anime, but it's a good anime if you have time for it. That's my opinion.
Just one side note. Okay, just want to jump into it. So, my opinions on the first one. I enjoyed the animation. Well, backstory. When this first came out as like that 26 animation, 26-minute little thing, I thought like a little preview thing of what it was. I downloaded it and I was like, I'll get to it eventually. And I just clicked through it, like, oh, this looks interesting. And today was the first day I actually sat there and watched. And I was like, there's some nice animation here. Like I enjoy the animation. It's not really a story. It's just like it's a pilot episode, honestly, if we break it down. And I was just like, this is a thing. I got halfway through the second one. I wasn't hating it. I was just like, it's all right. It's something different, It's not like it's not an ecchi or or shonen or anything like that. I will agree with you. It's Harry Potter light, but it has. I was watching. It's like it has some better ideas than Harry Potter, like how like the 3 wands made a broom, or like the wand turns into a broom. I'm like, and a wand turns to a weapons and stuff like that's different. It's interesting. It's like infusing anime into Harry Potter, but I'm not sitting here going like. I wasn't angry. I was just like, this is all right. The character's interesting.
No,
Right.
See, my thing was that...
And then let's remember we're trying to do spoiler free for those listeners who haven't seen it yet. And that way they can kind of decide if they're really going to watch it, or if not, then after that, for those of you who have seen it, we're going to really cut into it.
Okay, so this comment will go into spoilers free, is that when y'all first told me about this anime, y'all were like, okay, you're going to watch this, but you're going to have some questions about how the rest of the season went, or you're not going to have questions answered.
Oh.
But when I watched it, I didn't even care about what the rest of the season was. I was just like, this is stupid.
Why? What did you? Okay, before we can't get into that just yet. But like another thing. Let's see. Another thing I want to say is I wasn't bored watching it. How about you? Were you bored?
Yeah, I would, dude. I'd rather go wash dishes.
How about you?
I think, in my opinion, watching the first one, I felt the first one, it did all right establishing the characters.
Yeah.
I personally prefer the second one in terms of like actual story, actual like what's going on. My only issue is the way the second one is.
Yeah.
it's expecting you to already know who the characters are. So I can't say go
Yeah.
watch the second one, forget about the first one.
First one's only 20 minutes though. Like
It's only 20 minutes.
It's 26 minutes. It won't hurt you.
Well, I haven't seen the second one, but one thing that you said is I really I read a lot of books. So whenever I read a second or third or fourth book
Yep.
of the same series, I get really annoyed when people keep explaining the same stuff that they've already explained in the first book.
That's anime in general though.
Because you should already know that stuff. So
Yeah.
I get really annoyed. So I don't know what you're talking about, but at the same time, I hate it when they do that.
And this one is like you must have seen the first one. That is how the second one was going. Like if you didn't see the first one, you'd be like, where did she get that? What did this thing come out? Like who is this person? Whatever. I get what he's saying on that, but then you shouldn't be involved with the series at all. Honestly, you shouldn't just jump into the second one. Also, I don't even know how to. It has 2 seasons. We didn't touch that, but we have. I don't know. Maybe they re-explain things over because what is it? Dragon Ball Z Super, the movie, the Frieza saga Golden Frieza, whatever Resurrection comes out, and then they redo it in the show.
And then they make the movie uncanon by changing things.
Oh God,
But that's for another podcast.
that's another piece of shit.
podcast, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not watching.
I will say
I don't want to watch that shit.
No, I don't either. I know that they've cut down Dragon Ball Z to where you can watch it on a YouTube video where it's just the main fights.
Hey man, if
But
that's what you're into,
I don't even want to watch that. But I
Yeah, I
will
don't
say
care
the
anymore.
one thing that I did like about this anime was the little dragon.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was just like, why can't you just
Well,
step on that fucker?
All right, I think let's kind of give the crowd, whoever's listening, our final review, and then I think we can dive in.
Yeah, this anime was shit.
I can only review the first episode, the first one, because I only seen the first OVA, and I'd say it's all right. It's nothing spectacular. It's interesting enough. I guess it's like it's laying down the foundations for if you really want to get into the series, and it's okay. I'm not gonna go out to some random person on the street and say, "Hey, you need to watch this shit." It's not that. I wouldn't even go out and recommend it to the people I know. It's just if they're hey, I want to watch something with these kind of themes. I'm like, oh yeah, Little Witch Academia. That might be your Jim Jams.
Who the hell's gonna ask to watch Harry
Exactly.
Potter Light?
Exactly. If it ever, you never know. It just
Other
it just
than
might
Zim.
happen. It might happen.
Probably not, though.
And I'll be like, yo, Little Witch Academia is somewhat mad.
I get down on some Little Witch Academia.
I fuck a nigga up. You talk some shit about my Little
You
Witch
talking
Academia.
some shit about Little Witch Academia?
I fuck your ass up, bitch.
I think
It's all right.
academia-wise, My Hero Academia is much better. But in my opinion, overall, I would say if you're a person who watches seasonal anime, I would finish your seasonals, and then while you're waiting that 1 week for the new stuff, this could be something you throw in there. It's not
No.
something I'd recommend to watch over anything else.
I also feel like
This is something you would watch while you're vacuuming.
I also feel like we should probably oh, hold on, real quick. I watched the original one, the first OVA in Japanese, and then I watched the second one in English, and I rewatched certain scenes in Japanese, like I usually do, because I'm just curious how they sound. When
Right.
she was growing taller and she was getting angry, I was kind of curious what she sounded like in Japanese. That's what I do. But that's just throwing it out there. I think we should also explain something about our personalities and our likes and dislikes when it comes to anime, because we're wildly different when it comes to anime. So, Zim, please tell me, explain to the crowd about your relationship with anime. Keep it short.
All right, keeping it short.
Yeah.
I am not too picky when it comes to anime. Recently I did get, or maybe a year or two ago, I started doing seasonal anime. So every season, at the beginning of the season, I'm starting off maybe 15 to 18 anime. I'll give it, the usual 3-episode rule. And if it doesn't hold up, then I drop it. By the end of by mid-season, I'm probably down to 5. And then by the end of the season, I'm down to my top 3. And those are the ones I'll finish and probably end up recommending to other people.
Bard.
I love Naruto.
Okay.
I love Naruto so much that I watch reaction videos of people watching Naruto, and I'm not even gonna lie, I've started crying at a bunch of these
I feel
reaction
sick
videos.
hearing that, honestly.
No, man, when and then you showed me some what was it called, AMVs videos or
Yeah.
whatever, when Kakashi killed like Obito, or when Kakashi killed Ren,
Yeah.
I was sitting in my room crying
Like a baby.
like a baby, man.
Like a bitch.
Not like a. You know what? I don't care what y'all say, man. That Naruto, man, it just gets you. It
Hey.
Believe it.
believe it, yes,
Oh.
believe it.
All right. So, I don't like Naruto.
Fuck you.
I like aspects of Naruto. I don't like Naruto because I saw the 4Kids version or whatever, where it was like
Ouch.
when he kept saying "believe it, believe it." This is before I was really delving into anime.
That's where I
just said-
started.
Yeah,
and I loved
could,
it.
I couldn't
The 4
fucking stand it.
Kids.
Yes.
I couldn't stand
That's trash, and it doesn't matter what
4 Kids
anime.
is
4
always
Kids
fucking
is
trash.
trash.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me, bro. That is not trash.
it. So I'll get back to me real quick. I don't watch as much anime as you. I've seen a lot of anime. I have a weird relationship with anime. I have a like hatred of anime. There's certain tropes in anime that I fucking despise. There's certain storylines where I'm watching it, and if I can figure out how it's going to end, I don't want to fucking even watch it half the time. But I've gone years without watching any anime, and it's just if I hear a series is really good, and not when it first comes out, not the hype, like years later, it's people still talking about it, I'll give it a watch. But if the hype dies down and people say, "Oh, it was that piece of shit, Sword Art Online," it's like, yeah, it was good until this, and then blah, blah, it got really shitty.
No.
So yeah, I watch anime not as much as these guys, but and sometimes I'm gonna trust the the recommendation. It's like, oh no, it's a good anime, and I look at I also hold on, I have a little rule about anime.
Fuck your Google rule.
This is my Google rule. So what I do is I type in the name of the anime, and if I see like super sexual shit, like etchy kind of like titties, panty shots, I'm like,
Then you watch it, right?
I'm not gonna
You
watch
guys know
it.
the kind of anime.
I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not interested in watching that kind of shit. That's just like sexuality is fine and all, but I feel like if I can Google search it and the first things that pop up is that means that the show focuses on it too much.
You've never looked up Naruto porn?
No. How is that? No, I have not looked up Naruto porn.
Because I have not either, but I
Hey,
should probably do that.
Yeah, you do that. But just say it. So, like, recap. Zim really loves anime. He watches it throughout the year. This guy over here, Bart, he loves certain kinds of anime. He also watches it throughout the year, correct?
Yes, I do.
And I kind of like anime, and I watch it sometimes.
All right then. Well, into my notes, we have a lot to talk about. So
What the fuck are
Susie-
you doing?
What kind of
start
language are
this.
you speaking
He's
over
saying
here,
the
dude?
girls' names.
A latte?
How fucking dare you bring this shit into my home? You bring this poison here, of all places.
Don't forget to subscribe,
You bitch.
favorite, or whatever.
Shut up. we
What else am
No,
I not
don't
supposed to
listen
say?
You ain't supposed to say shit.
no.
God damn.
Dude, you can't say GD, bro. That's my one rule.
I said goddamn. I'm not saying God. Goddamn.
Cheese and rice, man. Cheese and rice.
G-O-T damn. That's not God.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I've always said God because I know how you are about it. It's like, God damn.
Soon as we get this started, the Susie we get it finished.
Motherfucker. He's on a roll and it's poisoning my blood right now.
You know what, Zim? If you keep this shit up, I'm going to say your real name.
Anyways,
Fucking shit, man.
the first. Oh, sorry.
Don't slam the table, bro.
Damn, this guy's upset over here.
With his Susie and Lawson fucking
His
puns.
little fucking 3 bitches over here on brooms.
The first OVA. Within the first 5 minutes, we have that whole magic. Come to our school. Look at all this crap I can do going on. Something that I've kind of felt weird about. That dragon that just appears out of nowhere. That what is it, like the witch crystal or whatever, the white mage that she blows up. That dragon was minding his own business. Like,
Yeah.
He was just doing his own thing, man.
And
Like,
then-
he didn't bother nobody.
And it's like, let's feed him power. And it's like, you dumb bitches.
No, not that one. I'm talking about
you're
at the
talking about
very
the first
beginning.
one.
Oh,
At the very
I thought.
beginning.
Like there was
Oh,
a like
about Charlotte or Chariot or whatever.
yeah, like this dragon. I'm trying to figure out. Did she summon this dragon?
thought
Like was
she-
she just imprisoning it somewhere?
I didn't think that was a real dragon. I thought that was a part of the show.
Let's just get down
No, like-
to the real nitty gritty. Women are evil.
Say
No, that's all I had to say.
Say
Okay.
what?
Yeah, women are evil, and they're witches.
Is that what the Little Witch Academia taught you?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're always trying to control me with their brooms.
All right, man. You can have that. I'm not going to argue on that. That's all you. But yeah, I thought her killing the dragon in the beginning of the movie was a part of the show. I didn't think it was a real dragon, but apparently it was foreshadowing.
I mean, granted, yeah, foreshadowing, but still, like, it would be one thing if it came to attack people or whatever, but this thing was just...
Yeah, float. I think there was like a barrier too. Like she created some kind of...
Yeah, she created a barrier, so it's not like it could have gotten to anyone, but no, it's like, you know what? And actually, while they were there, because when you're looking around, you don't see a dragon.
Yeah.
Then, you know, she starts casting magic and stuff. So, like, did she just summon this poor thing from its home somewhere to just kill it?
He's like sitting home about to eat some spaghetti, and this
I
thing
know,
comes
like-
out and just like Portal sucks him there. He's like, "What's going on?"
This dragon was just chilling with his mama, like, I love you, mama. We're just hanging out. And then this fucking rowdy bitch just pulls her out with her broom.
I don't know. I just thought it was part of the show. I didn't really think she killed the dragon. And they keep talking her up, and then like, what was it in the second OVA? They're like, she's been lost to history or something like that. It's like it's only been like 4 or 5 years. Like you girls aren't that old. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
See, whenever I think about Lost to history, I'm thinking about like Lost to like Age of Legends, like years and years
Like
and years.
a century or like at
Yeah,
least
like
50
a
years to
long
a century.
time
Yeah,
gone
not
by,
5
not
years.
4 years.
Yeah, but you also have to remember, or I don't know how far you guys, since you guys didn't watch the second or didn't finish the second, they kind of talked about how witches don't really use technology, or
So
the
that-
ones who do
Yeah.
are kind of like, you know, they get in trouble for that. They don't have cell phones and whatnot. And so when you don't have like easy access to like that kind of stuff, if you're only doing things off of memory and possibly writing stuff here and there, I mean,
Because they're
Like,
old bitches
you-
that can't use an iPhone. That's why.
It's weird. I understand the whole like I don't understand when they say we don't use this kind of technology, because you do use technology. You just don't use technology to a certain point. Like you stop at like the I don't know, like the 20th century or whatever, but you still use technology, like, you know, stairs, books, you know, writing utensils. Like that's all forms of technology. It's just not.
Okay, no, you know what?
Computers
Stairs
and
are
shit.
not technology. Escalators are technology.
Stairs are technology.
Stairs are not. How
Someone had to build those fucking stairs to get to a certain location. It's a form of technology.
That is not a no.
What?
I don't agree.
I gotta kind of have to decide with Mala
Elevator.
Yes, an elevator is what. Okay,
technology.
work backwards. Where did elevator come from? I don't fucking know. I want you to tell me. A catapult? I don't fucking know. Like these are all forms of technology.
Dude,
What do you
could
think technology
imagine
is?
Getting like, I need to go to the
Like
12th
this
floor.
can is a form of technology right here. It's they use it. It's just they stop at a certain point. They stop at a point where it gets cooler, where you can have microphones and shit like that. They still use broom. Broom is a form of technology.
for sweeping, not for flying. That's stupid.
Well, witches be witches, bro. It's
witches
just
be witches.
it's
I cannot tell you how much I hated this anime. Oh my god.
yes, you
I hated
can. You can tell me right now.
Oh. It's infuriating. Like y'all talk because I'm just so pissed about this
I
anime.
don't know.
All
Go
right,
ahead, Zoe.
So also near the beginning, the old lady who's kind of doing the exposition dump talks about that sorcerer's
Yeah.
stone.
Mhm.
Now, if they're witches, why do they use a sorcerer's stone? Wouldn't that make them sorceresses or sorcerers and the like?
I think because someone's watching Harry Potter.
Exactly. Harry Potter light, Sorcerer's
Or
Stone.
also-
Fuck those bitches.
Well, Sorcerer's Stone existed before Harry Potter, but you know, still, I think lends credence to the Harry
but
Potter
look
light.
at it. Okay, the way I'm seeing this is like these are yes, they're both spellcasters, but they're different types of spell casting. It's like when you're a scientist, you have someone. If I go and I study biology and I get my degree in biology, that doesn't make me a chemist. for me to call myself a chemist, I need to have studied chemistry.
Like if you're an engineer, it doesn't make you like a scientist. Like Bill Nye,
Well, I think it's
a
like
climate scientist.
if
Okay, right.
if a
So-
guy does magic, he's a wizard. And if a girl
well, it
does
depends
magic,
on what
he's-
kind of
Yeah.
magic he's
but
doing.
See, that's what I was thinking. Is like if a guy does magic, he's a wizard.
What's
and
the
if a
D&D
girl
rules?
does magic, he's a witch. She's a witch.
What was
well,
the D&D
with
rules?
D&D, it's about the kind of magic. Like if you're doing,
If it comes out of your body, it makes you like a sorcerer or something like that. Like if you have to use scrolls to do it.
sorcerers
Well, I
would
thought,
have
no, that was, like,
some form of
psionic or-
totem or item
Yeah.
that they're using when they're casting their spell as wizards, or casting it from their body, or like
Okay.
mana or something to that effect. What else do we have?
What was that one that Travis
Then like
was?
druids are like using
lich?
plants and
No,
whatnot.
before that. Like he had a super OP class. I didn't even realize it was OP because
A bard, because that's what I am.
no, it
Mage?
was something. It was not a mage. It was something else.
Cleric.
It wasn't cleric. It was
Cause
something. I remember the picture, but it was like some kind of mage or something. I don't remember what it was
Well, because
called.
there's mage, sorcerer,
Warlock?
wizard,
Warlock. That's what it was.
yes.
It was Warlock, and that thing was fucking OP. And I didn't even realize it when I gave him that character.
Yeah, you did, and I had to kill that fucker.
Yeah, you had to, but it was hard because of all the shit he could do.
Yeah, and then he became a lich, man. That was messed up. Like I had to
that
work
was
hard.
hilarious.
Like I worked hard, and then Richard didn't talk to me for 2 weeks after like some of this shit that went down.
Hey, welcome to our D&D podcast.
Hey, I mean, whatever we want to talk about, right?
Fuck yeah. Talk about that Warlock being OP as shit. That was hilarious when you say, bring you back as a lich. I was like, I'm going to totally bring you back as a fucking lich. I want you to fuck these guys up. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
I worked so hard to stay alive as that bard.
I would love to play D&D again. I just don't want to be a DM. I'm tired of that shit. Because I'm tired of being an asshole.
I just
And people say I'm being nice to certain people. Dude, like, they still get their asses kicked. What do you
yeah,
say?
you know what? I just so I just did a D&D campaign last night.
Yeah.
Right?
Or this is the third episode that we did in the campaign, and they were like bitching so much about how hard I was on them, and I was like, man,
You don't know shit.
you don't know nothing. Like
It's not our
I
fault you
could've-
suck.
Like, and like
I-
Joseph kept rolling. Like he rolled.
Wait, Joseph?
No, this is another
Okay.
Joseph. Like he all he had to do was wake out of this dream.
Mhm.
He rolled 10 times. I'm not joking. This is not an exaggeration. He rolled 10 times to roll out of this dream. All
Yep.
he had to do was get a 15, and he kept rolling 2s and 3s.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
he got mad at. He had the decency to get mad at me,
For
and
his
I was
shitty
like,
rolls.
"I'm not the one that's rolling your shitty rolls."
Get out of here with that shit. I don't know.
Back to witches. They're all bitches.
Anyways,
I hate this anime.
again, first OVA. Something else that kind of confused me. The Labyrinth. Side note, what is it with anime and making towers and dungeons and then calling them labyrinths?
Maybe because it's a translation thing. What language do you watch it in?
I watched it in Japanese.
Okay, then I can't say anything. That's probably they. You want to say that Japanese don't know shit and they're the retarded people? Is that what you want to say?
I am not saying that.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm not saying
not say that either.
the door to the labyrinth.
Japanese are wonderful people with great history and blah 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 blah.
They had to use magic to open it, and it's one thing if it's already built to have to open with magic, but if you're going to design a labyrinth, you have monsters and stuff, you go deeper, you have monsters coming out,
Yep.
like we ended up having later on.
Mhm.
What if you're out of like mana? What if you're out of power? I feel like
A lot of dead people. Were those actual dead bodies down there? I thought that was decorations for a little bit, but then I saw the monsters. Like those might be legit dead people.
like,
down there.
oh well, I guess we don't have to pay back their tuition or anything.
What, like I thought, like when things was like getting too real, I thought like the teacher's gonna step in and save one of them, like before the dragon popped out at the end. And no, she was just chilling outside, going like, "No, they got it. They won't most likely die." But then she did warn them they could get hurt. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, they're not gonna let these kids die. But at the same time, it's just like Harry Potter. Fucking kids die. Like teachers suck at their jobs. Apparently, in Harry Potter too.
Well, you know what? If kids are dying, I'm just happy with it. I'm good. Y'all ever watch videos on YouTube where just kids fall down? That's my favorite thing to do.
No.
I don't watch videos just for that. They just pop into like the Rect or Vine compilations when I'm just super bored and I need
So
something.
if I had to
entertain me.
picture, picture, witches attacking little kids,
Yes.
what would I picture? Yes. What would I picture? Witches attacking little kids. 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 that would be the greatest thing ever.
That happens in the second OVA, but you'd never know.
Because I'm not watching this.
Oh, snap.
Screw you, Zim. Like, this anime sucked.
All right, something else that was really stupid. So in this anime, all the witches get their source of power from the Sorcerer's Stone. This thing is,
rock.
this
Yes.
and they hype up the stone like, if you're too far away from the stone, your energy is gonna go low. You can only use magic for so much. Whatever. You would think something this important would have at least one guard or something.
Just way the
But
fuck up
no,
there.
Nothing at
it's
all,
just
though.
up on the
Nothing.
tower. There's no one guarding it. There's no like spell barriers or anything. And so when this dragon pops out from the dungeon, labyrinth, when it pops out and it's like, oh hey, I eat magic. Oh, look at this giant source of magic. There is nothing to stop this thing except the students who it's already been like demolishing.
I have a quick question. So I was watching it, and I was confused when they first showed the back of someone's head and their hair was on fire. I was like, "Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is that?" And then later on, they showed who it was. Is there any more onto that? Does she like have some crazy superpowers or something, or crazy witch powers?
Well, I haven't watched the seasons yet. All I've seen are the 2 OVAs.
Yeah.
My assumption, when I saw that, I assumed that she was that. I'm just gonna call the white mage Charlotte because I know it started with a C.
Chariot or something.
Chariot, like or something.
It was something weird. Chariot or chariot.
Yeah, let's go Chariot then.
I thought it was Chariot.
Charlotte,
it's
like
her?
Charlotte's Web, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So you think that's her?
I was assuming that was her because we had like the staff just randomly in the dungeon. Maybe she quit her job because everyone was complaining about her being a witch. Or as a witch, they didn't respect her in her community, so maybe one of those, I'm going to stop doing this and just become a teacher, because that's cool.
We may never know. Because I don't know if I have enough interest to watch this show.
I'm not gonna watch the second OVA. I'm not even gonna watch the season
Yeah, I'm not going to finish. I might finish the OVA tonight just because, but other than that, I can't guarantee anything else.
No, it was a pain to finish watching the second half of that 20-minute fucking video.
So 10 minutes left. Like, if you couldn't,
Yeah.
Well, help us out. Explain why you couldn't handle the show.
Dude, I was just bored.
Okay.
I was watching it and I was just like, none of this interests me. Like, and it's not even about it being all about girls or anything, because I've seen plenty of anime that are just about girls and stuff. But
Moe anime?
Like Ku-on or something.
well, I just recently started watching this one anime where these girls fight each other with their butts.
I keep forgetting the title of that damn thing.
Kaijo.
It just looks hilarious.
Yeah, and
But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to watch that shit. But I'm like, you know what?
no, it's awesome, man.
Yeah, the thing
you
is,
gotta
like,
watch it.
I know that's going to fail the Google test because I know exactly what it is, but it's like it wears what it is on its sleeves. It doesn't go like sneak it in. It's like, no, you're coming for tits and ass. That's what you're going to get when you watch this anime.
exactly.
I'm like, okay,
wanted
I'm fine with that.
Bump each other with their butts, like that's what I wanted.
There's
and
no
that's what I
sneaky
got.
shit. Like I know what I'm getting myself into. It's not like I don't have to worry about like, oh no, maybe in 2 more minutes it'll be a panty shot. I'll be watch out now.
Well, another thing is
That's something I kind of like with this anime, though. Like, they had, especially in the first OVA, there was so many opportunities where
There
like, people
was. It was
were
weird.
like, flopping around, and you could have had a
Her
panty
skirt
shot or like
was
some
short.
fan service, but there wasn't. They didn't do it.
Exactly.
I was happy
I
with
was like, because I don't know how these girls are obviously young, so I don't want to see that shit. But yeah, like her skirt was very short. I was like, you know how the Japanese are. They're going to do it. And they didn't do it. I was like, yes, thank you. Thank you for not showing panties.
I think one of my big thing is like
Pantsu?
recently I really got into reading a lot of books. So I've been reading like the Wheel of Time series.
This motherfucker does not want to talk about this anime.
I do not. I hate it.
So yeah, go ahead.
And like every time I go, like I base everything that I watch after this book that I'm reading, and this book has a lot to do with magic. And then I see this, and I'm just like, man, this is just a disgrace. Like this is not the way magic is supposed to be done.
That's a weird way to go about things, but all right.
What do you mean that's a weird?
You take one story that you've read and you apply that to everything else. That's like if you watched Lord of the Rings and you said, well, that's not how elves are. They don't look like that. They don't have giant boogaloo boobs. What's going on here? They can't do these weird magic tricks or whatever. They're all about, being nice and calm and cutting off orcs' heads. What's up with that?
Yeah, dude, Legolas is a badass.
Yeah, but then you watch every other show that has a movie with elves, and you just
remember I think there was a Lord of the Rings movie where there was a guy named Bard.
oh yeah, the Hobbit ones.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
That dude was a badass.
Yeah, I didn't. Those movies were
By the way,
something.
keep it on track. Fuck this anime. This
All right.
sucks.
Something that kind of bothered me on the second one. I
Okay.
don't know how. Well, you probably saw this since you got at least halfway.
Yeah.
What kind of crap parade is this?
That was fucking.
I mean, like, I get that they're trying to remember their history,
just torturing those girls.
but exactly, that's like me. Okay, I'm black or
you're
African.
you're African American, sir.
No, Major Mallow, you're African American.
Go eat a bag of dicks. This
Anyways,
man right
so-
here is a true African American.
African American. That's what I am. Now, we're in the month of February, also considered Black History Month. Now
Not African American History Month.
when do Mexicans get their?
Don't you
history
guys have a
month?
month? I thought you got Mexicans had a month or a day at least.
I don't know. We don't got no Martin Luther King Jr. Day or whatever.
Don't you got Castro's like the Castro case? Well, they made a movie about this motherfucker a couple like
we should get like
years
a
ago.
Santana Day where he almost took the Alamo.
Like something about he was something in Texas. Like he's a something about crops or I can't remember. Like that was your
Exactly,
people.
but you got a whole month.
I didn't ask for it, but thank you.
Okay, back on track. So, people, we have this month to remember all the achievements, but we don't go and like, hey, it's February, guys, Black History Month. Let's go pick some cotton.
Or let's go lynch a motherfucker. Like that's basically what it felt
But
like.
that's
It's
what
like,
they're doing. Like, they have these, little girls getting like waterboarded,
yeah.
throwing tomatoes at
It's
them.
fucking horrible.
Like kicking them in barrels. Like, what the crap?
yeah, kicking them barrels down a hill into a fucking lake. And you're like, this is fucking torture.
Is this in the second one? 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay, 'cause
This
I
is the
don't-
second
I don't
one.
remember none of this.
And I'm
'cause
watching, it's like, this is fucked up. And it's
I
like,
would love to kick some girls in barrels if they were witches. Like that sounds badass. to
yeah,
me.
you would be like one of those fucking little asshole kids then.
And I mean, it's like you don't see people of Jewish descent saying, "Oh, let's remember the Holocaust. Let's go sit in an easy bake oven, guys." Like people
Yeah.
don't think this way.
But those crafty Japaneses.
Why do you have to like? Okay, how many Jews can you fit in a car?
I'm afraid to ask.
Oh, God.
Well, there's only like 5 people who can fit in a car, but in the ashtray.
I wish I had like a little button to play little sounds. Like, bum.
That was terrible.
You can put it in post.
That was terrible.
You can put it in post.
put it in there. Note for later. Put a little ring-a-ding-ding sound in there when he tells that
Yeah.
fucked up
I
joke.
can't say any black jokes because I'm surrounded by black people right now. So
What makes you think we're black people? He's African American.
oh my, I'm sorry. Major Mallow is black, and
You can't prove that.
Zim is African
You
American.
can't prove that from my voice.
Apparently, that's like a huge difference. I don't get it, but
It
whatever.
is. He hails from Africa, and he's also American. I'm a black American. He's an African American.
Yeah, but you're wearing a blue shirt.
I don't know.
Don't tell people what I'm wearing. What the fuck's wrong with you? That's how they find your
That
ass.
proves that you're not black is because you're wearing a blue shirt.
What color shirts do black people wear?
Red,
Why is that?
because they're Crips.
What about the oh, God? Oh my God!
All right, take a second.
Oh, there's so much wrong.
Wait, hold on, wait. I think the Crips are blue, right? I think it's the Bloods that are red. My bad, I got them. Hey, you're wearing a green shirt. You're not black. Get back to the anime, man.
So,
Stop
20
going off
minutes
topic.
in this anime, there you have the main characters are shopping in the mall or the market. Did you guys notice what those purple mushrooms were titled?
I was trying to read it, but I was like eating while I was reading it, so I didn't
Right.
see it.
So there's a sign for
I
these
should pause it.
these purple marshmallow, these purple mushrooms
Yeah.
that they're eyeing, looking over. They're called wood bluets. Wood bluets. Now, it
Is
had
that
it
a
just stopped at there, I would have been all right. See, it says wood bluets,
Yeah.
$1.70.
Is that a real mushroom though?
I don't know,
All right,
but
I'm gonna look
Because
that
I
up.
would blew it.
30 seconds later, when they get into an argument in the middle of the market, and one girl's running after the other, one of them uses like some spell casting to lift one of the wood bluets, and wood bluets in her face.
Yes, wood bluet is a mushroom.
Is it really?
Legit. Look on the screen, bro. It is legit. Yes.
Man,
Psilocybe nuda, commonly known as wood bluet or bluefoot, and alternatively described as Lepista nuda.
I don't like mushrooms, but I would blew it.
So yeah, that was like a little joke right there.
I was happy with it.
It's a smart joke, but yeah, it's a smart joke you wouldn't get unless you really fucking paid attention to it,
And
which I really
apparently
wasn't.
Zim did.
Yeah, because I was just like eating jalapenos and shit. I was like, this is all right, whatever. And then
I was eating bean and cheese tacos,
Oh, yeah.
cursing this anime. I'm like, fuck this shit. I can't believe they made me watch this.
who's they? I was like, whatever, let's do it. I have yet to put out my choice because I'm just waiting for you guys to,
I already told you my choice. My choice is gangsta.
Yeah, but we couldn't trust you because your opinions weren't valid at that time.
Whatever. All right.
I'm sorry.
See.
But you're right now, good spirits, good mind. So yeah, if you want to recommend Gangsta, then we can do that. But we should talk about that off the podcast because we don't want to say, oh, we're gonna do this next episode,
I know.
And then not
never-
do it.
and not
I
fucking do it.
I just want to talk about anything but this anime
That's
that we
what
watched.
this fucking thing's about. Zem's gonna talk about the anime. I'm just gonna talk shit because I didn't watch nothing about it.
And I'm gonna try and keep us off topic because I hate this anime.
Yeah, so that's how we're gonna do. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Zim, what else?
I'm all about that.
So
bass,
what
that
about?
bass.
Did you get to the point where Susie suggested to like roofie everyone at the parade?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Wait, what? People got roofied?
She was planning
She
on it.
wanted to.
Oh, I need to watch this anime. Like, hey, if people are getting roofied, you know what you could do to people who are roofied? That's some good stuff right there.
What can you do to people when they get roofied, Bard?
Anything you want because they won't know.
Okay.
So if this podcast only ends up being just two people because Bard is in jail, we apologize. That's not on us. That's not our fault.
As of February 27th, that might be a possibility.
Oh my god. I'm not privy. I live by myself. I don't live with these fuckers. I don't know what the fuck they do. Don't FBI, CIA, whatever the fuck. Don't come at me with this shit.
Yeah.
I don't
They
know
got
what's
better
happening.
things to worry about, man.
Yeah.
It's not an anime without a mecha. I was surprised that probably didn't
There
get
was a
this
mecha
far.
in there, yeah.
Yeah, they threw a mecha in there at like
That was
the near
adorable
end.
though. I
Wait,
was
what's
like,
a mecha? I don't know what y'all are talking about.
You see all those Gundams up on this shelf?
With all that jizz on there?
you just want to put jizz on it. I'm not looking at those gums like, what make those
okay,
gums
so
look better.
Mecha really, does that really mean like robots or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a little
Robots that you can pilot.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, there was like a little one that turned to a gun from what I've seen. I'm pretty sure it does other things. I know it dances.
Yeah, and there was also like near the end they had a goblin troll thing that skeleton started like absorbing a bunch of metal stuff around and turned into a mecha as well, or half troll mecha thing.
They can't help themselves. They love their robots.
They really do.
And
I did watch an anime that had it was like Japan against the Brits, and they were like mechas. I guess that's what you'll call them.
Is
right?
that
Like,
Code Geass or
Code
whatever?
Geass? Yes, and it had like Lelouch.
How old is I have not watched one fucking episode of that thing. I can
Dude,
fucking
that's a
tell
good
you
anime. That yeah.
I can't stand the character designs. It's annoying to
But you
look
know
at
what?
them
How can you beat rollerblading robots?
by not watching them.
Yeah.
They have no power with me if I don't know they exist.
Rollerblading robots beat witches on brooms.
I mean, if I would rather have a giant robot or being able to like, cast spells, I'm gonna go spells.
Plus, that wand is so compact. It's like you just hide it wherever you want to.
You can't hide a mecha.
No,
Not of that size.
Yeah,
not of
but
that
if you're a
caliber.
mecha, it doesn't matter how. Dude, you rule the shit. Like,
yeah, but you're a huge target if you have a giant robot.
But you got all that armor and all these witches. They got brooms. What are you gonna do with the broom?
fly away.
They're what? They're gonna
Sweep
go
up.
catch that snitch.
Sweep up, yo.
They're gonna go catch the snitch.
No, we're
They're
gonna
be
sweep
sneaky.
up.
Transform it into a giant.
Seeker?
I'm gonna take
Bow.
my broom, my magic broom, and sweep up the metal parts if I get done whooping your ass with it.
You know, I think you know what?
Swept you off of your feet.
Like I really was excited about watching this anime, and then I saw it, and I was just like, this is nothing like Harry Potter.
I don't see why you find a need to be excited about watching things. You just should go in there like, I'm just gonna watch and see what happens.
No, you know how like emotional I get about everything I watch. Like I get invested.
May come a little bit closer.
Like you know, I get invested
There we
into
go.
every anime that I watch.
Yeah, that's your problem. That's not your problem. That's your thing. My problem is I don't give a fuck about enough things in life.
You know, I think I watched one anime one time where they started killing people, and I was just like, no, I can't watch this because same thing like with Game of Thrones. Like they started killing people, and I was just like, man,
Was it fucking Attack on Titan? It's like, how am I supposed to care about anyone when everyone's
I think it
fucking
was
dying or being attacked?
I don't know. I mean,
spoiler alert.
Akame got killed people, and that was good.
Is that the one where the one guy like got all this badass armor?
That's
like
1,001 different fucking animes of last year.
Well, either way, like if I start watching an anime and they start killing people, I pretty much stop. 'Cause
Okay.
I can't handle that.
They used to what is it like? What was it when I watched Elfen Lied back when I was a kid, and I was like, wow, they start this one off with killing, murdering people, and how I'm supposed to, be afraid or be wild by anything when you're just constantly murdering every person on sight. I'm just like, yeah, this is how the show thing is. I finished that series too, and it was okay, but I don't know. There's something also about when you have massive gore in certain animes. Like it's not really gore. A lot of times it's just like you get parts ripped off and it's just black. The black parts are black and you just see squirts of blood. I'm not a fan of that. I like the classic, like Fist of North Star where, people's heads explode and their teeth and brain matter fly everywhere. And you're like, oh, that's gross. Instead of just like squirting blood everywhere.
I like the classic good stuff like Naruto.
I don't know if we're that far in the future to call Naruto a classic.
Yeah.
Believe it.
I just died a little bit inside.
You hear that, folks? Every time you say, believe it,
Believe it.
Major Mal is going to die just a little bit more inside.
You're telling me that when at the end of Shippuden, when Naruto
Shippuden.
Guys, Bart is the kind of guy who does like that Naruto run just across the
Oh my
hall
God.
or back in the playground.
Dude,
and stuff.
I wish if I was running, I would totally be running with my hands behind my back. I got my hands behind my back right now because y'all can't see it. But Shippuden, when y'all watched that last episode of Naruto,
Who's y'all, motherfucker? I didn't watch no fucking Shippuden.
I didn't touch Naruto.
I don't like. I watched
Not
like
since like Toonami days.
yeah when
you
they,
call yourselves anime watchers.
I express that I'm not really an anime watcher. I know a lot about anime. I know enough about it.
Well,
enough.
I know that Samurai, which is apparently I'm not allowed to say her real name either, but Samurai, she keeps calling me this thing called an otaku.
Yeah, you are.
Well, I don't know what that is.
Well,
You're a
the hell is an
otaku, you're a
otaku?
weeb, you fit all of that.
He's not Hikikimori though.
No, I mean, not
He goes
bad.
out. He talks to people.
He's not the newer the preferred term now is a neat.
Oh, because a Hikikimori is hard to say sometimes.
I don't know what y'all was talking about at all.
Well, I thought you're down with the Jap homies.
Just because my fiance is Japanese doesn't mean-
wasn't even going that far. I was just talking about their creativity and shit. But go for it, yeah.
Well, I'm creative as hell.
Back onto the anime of the day. All right, so they discussed about how with the Sorcerer's Stone, if you get really far from it, you only have a limited amount of magic, and after a couple of uses, you're empty until you've gone back near it and you've like recharged or you're in the city with it, unless you're storing it. What about when you're flying far distances? I mean, like, are you tied down to that? whatever town?
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
No, I need answers.
Think about
Are
it.
we singing
Don't
songs?
think about it.
Waiting
Don't think
for
about it.
tonight.
Oh my god.
Come on, guys. Come, someone.
Screw J-Lo.
No.
J-Lo, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry. I would totally hang out with you.
You know,
But
when
seriously,
J-Lo listens to this, she's going to
Screw
hate you, and she's going to be like, you know what? I love Bard. I fucking hate him. That's what you get.
all right.
I'll try one more time. Waiting for tonight.
Anyways, back on topic. Like, What, can they not protect themselves? You know, when they go to the next town over, are they just?
It's the thing I hate most about media of any kind. It's like, just don't think about it. And it's like, don't try to put logic to it. Like what?
Yeah, just take it for
Hold
what
on,
it is.
real quick. Let's go we're off topic again. How like the bombs fell in space onto the ship in The Last Jedi. Yeah, don't think about it. Don't think about how gravity works in space or doesn't work. Don't think about all those bombs going straight down. Don't think about it. Watch the fucking movie. Don't think about it.
What's the best Superman movie y'all ever watched?
Are we talking about animated or
No, let's
live
talk
action?
about Superman versus Batman.
That's one. It's
That's not today. We're not going to talk about that today.
It's called Batman. versus
Anything
Superman.
to get off topic about this stupid anime.
We can
that I
talk
hate.
about because that's going to be an hour of me ranting. So we're going to hold that off because I don't fucking feel like talking about Batman versus Superman right now. Let's just say this. I'm not a fan, but you know, a lot of people aren't fans.
You know what? I'll agree with that because I don't want to get punched in the face by Major Mallow because I love Superman and he's so badass and he's so cool.
I'm not gonna.
And he's so awesome and he didn't kill nobody and he's the best.
Anyways, if you're done trolling,
As I said before, not in this episode. I'm gonna hold my composure. I'm gonna hold it in.
Go
And
ahead, Zim.
The thing
Zim
is, like,
the only
what-
one
I'm
keeping
gonna have
us
to
on
turn.
topic. Like,
I'm gonna have to
he's the
turn
only
down
one
my
who like
mic
this.
because I'm gonna lose my shit.
Zim,
No.
what happened next in the anime?
Yes. Tell us more.
well, okay. I want to get your opinion on this.
Okay.
This was in the second one again.
Okay.
Near the beginning when they kind of like fused, the three girls fused into like that giant mushroom monster.
Yes.
Now,
3 girls
with all
fused
that,
into a
you know,
mushroom monster?
yes.
Ooh.
And so, like, they fill that whole place. You could practically say that there wasn't much room left
Oh, you fucking
There
asshole!
wasn't mushroom left.
in that classroom.
That's
I
me
was-
clapping. Like,
I was sitting there going like, what the fuck he's gonna talk about? He was talking about like how like
Oh,
they
that
kind of
was
trampled
good.
over those passed out girls. No, he throws a fucking pun in there.
yeah, there's
Hey,
there's
I'm
a
a
good
fun
dad
guy.
joke, right? That's a good dad joke.
I'm a fun guy. What do you want from me?
Why?
I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh god,
done.
damn!
I need a cigarette. That was too much, man. That was too much.
Wood bluets, guys. They're actual mushrooms.
Oh man!
Because you know what? You would blew it.
Would you say that?
I didn't know
Would
I
you
fucking
say?
signed
would you
up
say?
for the pun hour. Fucking
This is
shit.
Puncast, brought to you by Zim.
Hold on, let me get my gun and blow my brains out. Y'all fuckers can just like, it's Bard and Zim with the pun cast. It's like, what happened to Mallow? He's fucking dead.
I have not said one pun this entire cast.
But you wish you did.
The wood blew it bit. What the fuck was that? That wasn't a pun.
No, that's just me being clever.
Okay.
I
wish sometimes that I did like hard drugs to forget the shit you guys say to me, but I don't. So I'm just stuck with it, and it festers inside, and it turns into this little dark ball of hatred. And then I go and kill a homeless person.
If you want hard drugs, you just gotta ask. Like, let me know. I'll hook you up. It's not that far away, man.
Anyways. I've said
what
my
else?
piece.
That's it.
That's my thoughts.
We
Like,
didn't have much to say about this anime because we weren't too, I don't know, keen on it. Honestly, it was a thing. We watched it. We move on. But I don't know we still got. We have 8 minutes of audio to equal an hour, or we can keep going for 30 minutes until we get to 9. Because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to cut out a good chunk of the beginning.
Well, let's just say that I will be making a Facebook with 3WTA, right? That's what we agreed on.
Yeah.
And a Twitter on 3WTA. So please subscribe.
shut up.
Come
No.
on.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Guys, we are not that. We're not one of those channels. All right. If you subscribe to us, it's
I'm
because
just
we've
saying
earned
that because
your
Major
subscription.
Mallow hates that,
Yes, we all hate it. We all agreed we weren't going to do that kind of crap.
and I'm gonna do it every episode.
And
just
don't
to
worry,
piss
We're
him
just
off.
going to shut you down every time.
Guess what? Who fucking edits this shit?
So you probably won't hear this, but
We're not live, motherfucker. I edit everything. I
I
gotta
know.
take out the white noise, which I don't hear. I barely hear the white noise.
Is it
back
the
window.
projector possibly?
I hear your fan though. Your fan is annoying.
Yeah, you can hear it, but I don't hear it. Oh, that I'm sorry. Well, fuck off. That's my fan. Like, don't disrespect the fan. The fan's
Why
awesome.
can't you just keep your room at a natural temperature of 64 degrees?
Because someone has my AC unit.
Oh shit! I have your AC unit.
Motherfucker.
That's right. I forgot about that. Either way, I think this was pretty good, even though this anime was pretty shitty. Brought to you by Zim. He's the one who recommended it.
I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I have
Exactly.
other anime to watch. I do think I'll eventually actually want to watch the seasons.
Why? Why would you want to watch the season?
Like I said, it's one of those things
It's
where
interesting enough. It's not
Like,
that bad.
there are worse anime. There's like I said, there's anime.
like 9 movies that you could go watch about Harry Potter that would be so much more entertaining.
I'm good. Still haven't seen the last 2 Harry Potter movies.
I haven't either, by the way.
Like, I was annoyed that they split that into 2 different movies. It's like, so I gotta watch a movie until like the half
just
point.
to watch the build up.
Yeah, and it's like, because it's in the middle of the story, that means that it's gonna end on a whimper, and then I get the second part, and I was like, you know what, I'm fine. I know how the books. I read the books. I know how it ends. If I want to, I'll watch it on YouTube or whatever.
I think that's the reason why I didn't watch the movies, because I read the books.
Yeah, I was I don't know. Like the only movie I've done that with is The Hobbit, and that's because of you. Because I didn't like
Because of Bard,
I didn't like the first Hobbit. I
but he
was like,
had
okay.
Bard, right?
Yeah, one of them had Bard. I don't know if all
Yeah.
of them had Bard.
But Bard's a badass, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, hey guys, I'm Bard.
Yeah.
Major Mallow just said I was a badass.
Yeah, but Major Mallow has a editing software, so that can be stricken from history.
You're a fucking dick, dude.
Yeah, I am. That's a fact. I don't know. It's not terrible, honestly. It's just middling almost. Like I'm gonna finish the rest of that the OVA today. I find the character designs interesting. I like Susie. I like how she reminds me of one of the characters from, just her body reminds me from the characters from is it Abe's Odyssey? What's that game called? I fucking love that game. Why fucking
Turok. I love that.
Abe's Odyssey? Was it?
The
Like that
dinosaur hunter.
octopus one or
No,
Octodad or something?
No, it's an older game from the PlayStation 1 that got remade into the PS4. And all I remember is the tagline, Abe's Odyssey. I can't remember it's Oddworld, I think it's called. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey.
Is that the one with the worms?
No. But it's yeah, Oddworld. And then it's a fun game. It's hard, but it's fun. But yeah. And there's these characters in there. Let's put bad guy that remind me of her because they don't have any arms. These guys right here kind of remind me how when she walks around, and reminds me of like a little thing. And she was interesting. But yeah, this guy.
I think Susie was best girl. Oh, that's something. If you guys are watching this anytime recently, the Crunchyroll's Anime Awards are going on, and I'm shocked that one of the characters, Akko, is actually considered is in the running for Best Girl 2017. I mean, based off of the OVAs, I don't feel she's earned that at all.
I don't know. What are you can name them, but I probably don't fucking know. What are the best girls of 2017?
The nominees, we have Akko, we have Yoravity from My Hero Academia.
Is it the one with the little brown hair?
Yes.
Okay. I like the frog girl.
She's also on there for
Oh, yeah.
Best Girl. Sue. Or
Oh, yeah.
Sue.
I was like, she
Froppy.
She sounds like she got a little attitude to her. She sounds interesting enough. She's not just like standard like girlfriend of anime. It's like if we're not together, but eventually we'll get together and we'll share a kiss, and then nothing else will ever happen, unless we're like an adult anime or a hentai or whatever, and then we'll just start having sex for no fucking reason.
It's because Major Malo loves him some hentai.
All up on those Gundams.
Okay, that's a statement that it has. You know what? Whatever. Let's say that. Yeah, let's keep that in there because I don't know. No one's gonna fucking watch this shit anyway, and it's not like nigga, you love that shit. It's like no.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, Major Mallow, I heard you like to jizz on your condoms."
My condoms.
Did you catch that? You caught it.
Oh my god.
Back to the dad jokes.
Come to my room so I can show you my condoms.
We're gonna high five right now.
Oh, I just thought about that. That's a thing. I just thought, like when you say like people jizzing on fucking like
condoms,
hentai statues or whatever you call them, bushio, whatever. That's a thing. Like they videotape themselves. Yeah, I just jizzed all over fucking the chick from One Piece or whatever her name is.
Dude, that's you from the video?
No, it's not me.
Oh. I mean, not that I watched any of those videos.
That's your dick. That's your dick, bro. That's your dick.
That's a pretty nice dick.
Oh, all right.
I'm trying to think, like, why is that a thing? It's like, watch me come on this toy that costs me like $200. It's like, what's wrong with you?
You gotta clean that up, man.
I know, yeah. It's like,
you put all that time putting those condoms together.
That's $200. That's $200 plus shipping, and then you go like, I'm gonna just jizz all over it. How you know the paint's not gonna come off with your fucking acidic jizz? All the pepperoni pieces you're fucking eating, all that shit.
Only Major Mallow would know that jizz is acidic because he's the only one that's tasted.
I'm just guessing that it is. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just saying you get a bad diet where you eat shitty food. I'm pretty sure bad stuff coming out of your body too.
Well, that's why you eat pineapples. Why
do you eat pineapples?
So it tastes sweeter.
Is that you know that for a fact?
I've heard that.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay, he says that. It's like, I know for a fact because last weekend. Oh
man, this guy ate a lot of pineapple. I love it. Oh, that's messed up.
What are the other best girls that I might know about of animes I haven't watched? Just know about in passing.
Hinata.
There's one of the
Hinata, dude.
Is that the girl with the eyes?
No, Hinata is the girl that Naruto marries.
Yeah, with the eyes.
She's not in 2017.
She's got a Byakugan.
She's not any of the.
But she has the eyes. How you gonna tell me no? She
no
has
Byakugan, not the eyes.
Her eyes are like white or something.
Yeah, because
she has those.
She can see everything.
Motherfucker, I said she has like the eyes, and you're like, oh no, she has the spinning. No, I'm talking about her design, not the spinning. I can see everything you fucking do.
That's different from the what is it, Sharingan?
Whatever, bullshit, aka bullshit. Kakashi has it. Fucking.
Well, he's the
best ninja. Bitch boy. Sakura has it.
Dude, hold on.
I say that I don't know shit about Sakura.
Do not know anything about Sasuke, man.
Or Sasuke.
Take it back, bro. Take it back.
I'm not gonna take it back.
All I heard is that he did nothing wrong.
He did some stuff.
Didn't he kill a bunch of people just like his brother did, or something?
Dude.
Okay,
no,
I think
Sasuke's story is
okay.
Y'all are pissing me off.
I don't know
right
shit about it.
I
don't know, man. So what did Sasuke do? Did he jump over like a giant barreling fucking tanker and let everyone in his village die?
No, Sasuke was an Avenger. That's what he was meant to do.
He was meant to be an Avenger?
Yeah, he's an Avenger.
Like Nick Fury came up to him and was like, "We need you for this initiative."
Because you like killing a bunch of people. Especially your family members or something.
I mean, that works.
Dude, no.
Okay. No? He didn't kill his brother?
Itachi killed all his family members.
Oh, yeah, because the brother killed all the people in the village, right?
Guy did not kill nobody, dude. Guy Sensei is the shit.
Wait, who? I don't know who Guy is. I thought Sasuke's brother killed everyone in the village.
I thought you said Guy.
Oh, Guy did. No, Guy's awesome, right? Guy's a fucking Bruce Lee bowl cut motherfucker, right?
Hell yeah, dude. That's why I'm growing my hair
like
out.
how much I know about this show, even though I didn't fucking watch it. I watched maybe 10 episodes, and I know so much just in passing. That's how I know about anime. I don't watch it, but I know so much about most animes in passing.
Let's go smoke a cigarette.
So you want to call it?
We're gonna call it.
We're gonna call it. All right.
Yeah,
I don't think we have.
Pissing me off with Sasuke.
Oh, so it's okay to piss you off, but because just chill and keeps his rage inside, it's okay to just push him on that piece of shit movie.
Yeah. Fuck. Superman is the best when he kills
Anyways,
everybody.
That was Little Witch Academia. This was episode 2. What happened to episode 1? You don't know.
Shitty ass anime. Don't watch it.
I don't know. Fuck it. Over and out. I don't know what the fuck to say.